Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl, April Sampé, back with another episode of Veg-Out and Dine podcast. I hope you all are magically delicious. I know I am. Anyway, today we're going to be talking to a woman who does not mind asking for help when it comes to growing her business and her food. I'm talking about Chef Poreyah Benton. Listen, I'm going to introduce you, but before I do, we got a new sponsor. Uh, uh, we got a new sponsor. Too much, right? I thought so too. Anyway, a word. Do you have a need for tea? Here at Mountain Rose Herbs, so do we. Whether it's your morning cup, afternoon pick-me-up, or time to say goodnight, click the link below and you'll have access to our site for herbs and spices, essential oils, or herbal supplements. You can even do it yourself. Mountain Rose Herbs for all of your herbal needs. This ain't your grandmama's ugly. Listen, it's a lifestyle, a movement, and a brand. Get your ugly shirts at www.uglybyaprilsampay.com. Ugly, understand God loves you.
Time to turn it up. Time to turn it up. Time to turn it up. We are live right here on the Go With Radio Show right here on Go Radio Live, WinDC Radio, all wrapped up with Go With Media.
What's good? This Crank Lucas, the rap producer, and you locked into WinDC Radio, the #1 platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs.
Live and direct from the shops at Iverson, it's just Paul representing. Shout out to my man Nico. You right here on WinDC.
Visit www.uglybyaprilsampay.com for your ugly attire. And don't forget to download the WinDC app so you can be up to date on independent artists and entrepreneurs in your community. And did you all get into the Mountain Rose Herbs? Honey, listen, I made some curry the other night. Now, I used some turmeric from Mountain Rose Herbs. It was too hot to handle, too cold to hold. Now, in addition to that, honey, I use lavender. I put it in my bed at night, right? I just 2 or 3 drops. Child, I sleep like a baby. And you can too. I'm just telling you how it works for me, and it could potentially work for you. And everything's organic. You even have the opportunity to do it yourself. Like you want to make your own body butter, get your body smooth and whatnot. Anyway, I'm telling you, all you got to do is use the link below, and you will be all that and 2 bags of chips. You're welcome, America. Now, come on. Let's go meet Chef Poreyah. I am so excited. I got my girl, Chef Poreyah, in the building. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can't complain. How you doing?
Honey, I just want to get out the house. I want to come to where you are and have some food. That's what I want to do. I want to come
on. Eat. You're welcome anytime.
So listen, you are from Israel.
Yes, born and raised in Israel.
How long have you been here in the States?
I was just about to say, so I came here, 2010, right out of high school. So 2010, right out of high school.
Tell me about your experience growing up in Israel and then moving here to the States.
So I grew up in a kind of closed community where we had everybody's vegan, 100% vegan, like 4,000 people, Black people too, originated from out of Chicago and migrated to Israel with Ben Ami, the leader of the community. So born and raised in Israel, everything is like an all-in-common kind of kibbutz. We have our own school, own doctor, farm, culture, everything. We speak Hebrew, we speak English there as well.
After our children were denied entrance into the public schools and we were like isolated from society at large, we had no choice except to establish our own institutions. And we established the Kingdom School in Holiness, the institution of marriage. We had to have something that would legally bind the couples. So we established our own priesthood to perform the marital rites. We were compelled to establish our own institutions in order to survive.
Everything was just kind of free. You don't have to lock your doors at night. Living on a community, you can go to the next door neighbor or down the street house and get something to eat. You're never hungry. So it was kind of fun growing up, but we did have a lot of rules, like you had to dress modest with the long skirts and fringes and cords of blue from the Bible. And what else? We had the no salt days, no sugarless days. So like every Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Thursday, and it's one more day. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday is no salt day, so you can't put salt in your food. So you can't cook with any salt. So I guess it was kind of for the health benefits. But growing up, you're like, where's the salt? You want some salt, and then you had the sugarless week, so no sugar for the whole week. You had the raw weeks. You eat raw. It was different but fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wasn't expecting sugarless or saltless or raw. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever feel like there was a time that you just didn't belong, living either there or coming over here?
Living there, I always not had questioned everything, but certain stuff was like didn't make sense to me. So I guess not the rebel child they would call me, but I'm asking questions. I'm like, some of this not adding up or doesn't make sense as a kid growing up, but now as an adult, it do make sense now. But some of it growing up didn't. And then coming here, literally being able to eat everything in the community, from vegan to vegan soul food to vegan raw to vegan, and then coming here, going to a restaurant, only being able to eat fries and a salad. It was kind of strange to me. Like, this is all that's being offered here. So yeah, that's kind of how I felt out of place when I went out with my friends and I was only able to have a fry or a salad at a restaurant.
So have you ever felt tempted, or have you actually ever had meat in your life?
Never had meat, ever. 28 and never had meat. Tempted? No. All of my friends like, you're gonna give in one day. I'm like, it's been 10 years since I've been here, 10, 11 years. I'm not gonna change. That's all I know. And I'm not afraid, but I think I would get sick since my body never had that. I think it would kind of reject it. So
I remember someone giving me something that had meat in it. It had a piece of chicken, and they told me that it was vegan. I just had a bite of it and realized this is wrong. And I was sick for almost 2 days.
Yeah.
So I can definitely tell you, you probably will not.
Yep. Exactly.
So I'm sure, based on the fact that eating just French fries and a salad, that was probably your motivation for starting your own business. So tell me about it.
Opening a food truck restaurant wasn't even in my plans. I always loved to cook since we all had cook days starting at 6, feeding 20 to 30 people. Yeah, everybody, because they teach you to kind of be virtuous to growing up in the community. So you had to know how to cook, so clean, virtuous, I guess. So you took cooking classes, you took sewing classes, you took all of those classes that made you virtuous. So I've had a love for cooking. But actually my friend, I always cooked for my friends and family, even in Israel, and then coming here. I have friends and family here, and they like, you cook really well. Like, you should make this something more. I just let it rub off my shoulder, didn't even think about it. And one of my friends actually went out on a limb and made me my first menu board without me even knowing. She kind of just put it on Facebook and was like, if you're not gonna do it, I'm gonna give you the push. So being on her advertising it on Facebook, I had no choice but to do it. So I started selling lunches and dinners out my home on Fridays and Saturday, kind of building up my clientele like that. I took a couple of culinary courses with Concat, which is a free culinary. They have culinary phlebotomy and medical building and coding for the community here in Connecticut. Hey y'all, so today is our last day. We actually did it. 6 months. 6 months. That took me from selling dinners out the house, saving up money and doing stuff like that, to buying a food truck. Me and my fiance, he put most of the money into the food truck, and he built it from the ground up. It was a laundry truck. He built it up. Now it's a well-equipped full commercial kitchen truck, and he did it.
You know, it's funny. A lot of people, when it comes to starting their own businesses, they're like, okay, I started this is what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And for you, somebody said, no, this is what you're doing. I love that. And the fact that, you know, your fiance assisted with the build out, mm-hmm. that is amazing. And the reason I say that is because, you know, you don't have to pay all of the money that comes with it.
Yes.
And you feel accomplished. No mm-hmm. matter what, you had a hand in the creation of it from end to end. So kudos to you. So what was your biggest challenge?
Learning the process on what to do first. So as in the health department, the fire department, like I spent unnecessary money, bumped my head so many times because I didn't have the actual guidance on every step to do without making any mistakes. So that was my biggest challenge in the beginning. And I'm actually now helping other people, entrepreneurs who want to start a food truck, because I'm like, if I had that same help, you don't have to make the mistakes I have. And I don't charge. If they need any information that I know I have, I'm giving it to them because I wish I had that same help.
That is so noble of you.
Yeah. Yeah, I try. Mm-hmm.
What is your creative process for making new recipes?
A lot of the recipes are from actually back home, and me and my mom, we come up with a lot of the recipes in a menu that I'm used to eating from back home. We have the Israel, which has like the Mediterranean side. You do the falafel, the hummus, and stuff like that. I sometimes have that on a truck, but my parents being from America, they kind of transitioned and made everything vegan. So I still know how to, she taught me how to do the vegan soul food. I do the mac and cheese, collard greens, but it's all vegan. So me and my mom kind of come up with the recipes.
Wow, okay. Mm-hmm. So is your mother here in the States, or is she still there?
Yes, her and my dad still lives in Israel, so I go back and forth.
Do you have any children?
Yes, so I have one daughter as of now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's 3.
Oh, I was going to ask how old she is.
Yeah.
So talk to me about raising a child, and you know, in your lifestyle. And I say your lifestyle because you grew up completely different. You know, a lot of people in the U.S., they started off eating meat, and then they transition.
She's growing up vegan. If she want to change in the future on her own, she can. But it was in the beginning kind of hard because her dad, he's Jamaican, so you know he gotta love his whatever meat. But for the most part, he even eats vegan when it's no cooking kind of meat in the house. So I'm cooking all of the vegan food. But if he's eating out, he can eat whatever. So I try to make my daughter eat vegan when she's with me. I don't judge him, or he try to respect my decision of her being vegan. For the most part, like one instance, we was out, or they were out, and one of his friends gave my daughter meat, and I kind of blew up. And it wasn't pretty because I'm like, I feel like you guys don't respect what I'm trying to do here. She can have that, she can make her own decision in the future, but I'm her mom. She's with me 90% of the time. Please respect that. So ever since then, I think people kind of got the hint and respect.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
Ooh, honey, you don't mess with somebody's mama now.
No, yeah.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. What advice would you have to someone who is transitioning and who wants to become a vegan? What advice would you give to them?
I would say kind of go at your own pace. Don't look at other people, and if they did it overnight, that's them, but at your own pace. Don't rush it, because if you rush it, it won't be something that you want. You're just doing it because the other person is doing it or kind of forcing you. So take it at your own pace. Look up recipes. You have Google, you have YouTube. There's so many recipes out there. Try different vegan restaurants. And nowadays you can't really go to a restaurant and they don't offer one vegan option. So go to different restaurants, cook your own food. That will even make you more engaged in the process of transitioning. Try making your own recipes, your own food at home.
The transitioning process is hard for some because of the fact that they don't feel like they can go out to eat.
Yeah.
And so, go out, ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, do you have something vegan on the menu? And try
Exactly.
it. So my ultimate goal is putting an end to food deserts. And hearing your experience in Israel and then coming here to the States, going from eating food out of a garden to
out of a can. Everything is out of a can.
Eating food out of a can. What would you do to put an end to food deserts if you had the choice?
I would definitely have my own farm and kind of get the Black community involved. So I would put it right in the heart of the Black community, the farm, and either I'll pay them to help on the farm, or they can grow their own food there, and that's how they get paid. But I'll definitely have it right in the heart of the Black community to because that's where the food desert is, to be honest, right in the Black community. So that's where I will start, right in the Black community, and have my own farm, cooking classes, just to get people engaged.
Love it. So how can we follow you on like social media?
I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, all at Vegan Ahava. That's VEGAN Ahava, which means love in Hebrew, AHAVA LLC. So I'm on all 3 platforms, Vegan Ahava LLC.
That's awesome. Now, when it comes to the food truck, where are you normally located?
I'm right in downtown New Haven, right by where all of the foot traffic is, where Yale is located, right in the heart of New Haven, on Elman College Street.
Okay. And what message would you want to leave to my viewers?
If you ever need help, don't be hesitant to ask for help, because I'm that person that I would rather do everything myself without any help. But I had to learn kind of the hard way to ask for that help that's needed, because you can't do everything on your own. You need at least 1 or 2 people to help you through life, and that's in general, not just in a business perspective. That's in general. You need 1 helping hand, maybe 2. So don't be hesitant to ask for help.
Chef Poreyah, I have to say that has always been my struggle. So to hear you say that kind of puts a little warm spot in my heart, because I understand that. You always want to just do it yourself.
Yep, that's
and then
me.
You end up running around in circles in the beginning because you did it yourself.
Yep.
So, yes, 100% ask. It doesn't hurt. What's the worst they can say? No?
No, yeah, that's it.
All right.
You ask somebody else. They're not the only person in the world.
Right. So, I really appreciate you spending this time with me. I know you are awfully busy and terribly important. So
I
we have
really
to
appreciate you having me. This was awesome. I really
definitely
do.
awesome. And I'm so glad I learned so much about you. You are just, listen, your life, your experience is just wow.
I hear that. I hear that a lot.
I'm sure
When I
you
told
do.
him, yeah, and you just be
Yes.
amazed.
So
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for coming, and I will see you soon.
Yes, you will.
Hey, beautiful people, I hope you enjoyed the show. And if you did, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. I'm asking you because y'all haven't been doing it lately, okay? You don't do it like I asked, okay? And I ask, and I'm polite about it. Now I'm like, listen, I'm gonna get up in your face, okay? Because what's the point in me doing all this work? What's the point? I'm asking. Tell me. You can't, can you? So just press the like button. Go ahead and do it. I'll wait. Anyway, make sure you all are following Chef Poreyah on all social media platforms. Don't forget to download the WinDC app so you can be up to date on all independent artists and entrepreneurs in your community. And visit www.uglybyaprilsampé.com for your ugly attire. Now listen, get into the Mountain Rose Herbs. All you have to do is click the link below. Go ahead and click it. Click it good, honey. Click it and get some things because everything over there is amazing and it's organic. Again, you're welcome, America. Now, I'm going to see y'all next week. Love you a long time. Bye-bye then.